Hi everybody, and welcome to Impact. Welcome to Xplosion. We got to pull the camera up a bit. There we go. And we got John Cena in the ring. Okay, John Cena says this is probably how it goes down. Now, I want to know. Now, John Cena says there's been rumors going around lately. You know, about people saying, "Oh, I did this, I did that." And I just want to say, after I won that match with Gabrielle, that guarantees me a #1 contendership with either Daniel Bryan or Captain Jack Sparrow, if Captain Jack Sparrow is victorious. Yeah, it does. Even though I do want to apologize for putting my daughter Gabrielle in such a really bad predicament to be in that position, you know? Some people might criticize me for giving you such a easy opponent. Well, John Cena says, who are these people and who are they criticizing? I mean, if you want to talk about giving me another match because some people might think that I got way too easy, how about I verse you? I mean, Xena, that would be a great idea. I mean, who knows? Me and you could possibly put on one hell of a match, don't you think? Well, there's a problem with that too, John. I could say, yeah, and me and you could have a great match. But some people might argue and say that I was only, if I gave you the opportunity you beat me, some would say that it was still an easy match. But then again, that's more of a conflict of interest than anything else. Plus, you want to know, plus the executive director of wrestling operations, Angel, and the director of operations, Fight, might not be too happy. Might not be too happy with that. That sounds like a conflict, because I remember I had to verse Spike once. I remember that. Spike told me one time that Angel had him wrestle me, and I beat him, and then I thought, no, I wasn't versing Gabrielle. That was my mistake. It was Daniel Bryan. That was the one who beat Gabrielle and got the #1 contendership. You know, I was the one who beat Spike. I apologize. Yeah, that's right, Gabrielle said. That's how I remember things going down like. If you really want to earn that #1 contendership, you could always wrestle. Yeah, you could always wrestle me, Xena said. Conflict of interest, I know. I've been a TWF World Heavyweight Champion at least 5 times already, but yeah, you could always do that, John. You know, I could always wrestle you. You won your contendership. Make it a fair match and all. Alright. Hold it, Angel says. I don't mean to break up this party here, but if it's like a conflict, are we talking about #1 contenderships? I thought John Cena was already deemed #1 contender when he had his match again, when he had his match against Spike that he actually won, you know, and I'm surprised. Yeah, Spike's very surprised. There's people who think that you fighting me was was an easy challenge. You know, is that what they thought it was? Some easy challenge? Okay, Angel says, since I am the executive director of wrestling operations, alright, Xena, okay it. You and John Cena will fight. Whoever wins from there then becomes the #1 contender to either Captain Jack Sparrow or Daniel Bryan. Because if Daniel Bryan retains, he meets them. Or if Jack Sparrow beats Daniel Bryan, then he meets YouTube. But I think more of a conflict of interest than anything else these days. Plus, Cena, even though you could give John Cena a really good match, I actually believe that I would be a better suit for giving him the match. Alright, what do you want to say? So, to my understanding, alright, we're going to have that match, folks. Alright. You're going to have that match. And don't worry, it's like we got to get a referee in the ring. Yeah, definitely going to get a bloody referee in the ring for this one. Angel and John Cena. People can stop complaining about you having, can stop complaining about stuff. We can actually find a referee. I think I remember where he went. There we go. There we go. Ding ding. Well, I guess this match has gotten started here. Yeah, I guess this match has gotten started here. I apologize. Has gotten started. And right now we got John Cena going after Angel here, and Angel just picked him up and hip tossed him. Angel's made it clear if John Cena can beat him, then he gets the #1 contender against either if it's Daniel Bryan or Captain Jack Sparrow if he should win. Oh! We have not, and people, this is not like the first time we have not seen Angel wrestle. He's wrestled sometimes in the past too. And the executive director of wrestling operations might say this is fair. Some might disagree. Coming down with, oh, John Cena, oh, calm down. Here it comes. The 5-knuckle shuffle. Here it comes. John Cena got him up. The attitude adjustment. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. And now the #1 contender to the TWF, to the contender to the TWF World Heavyweight Championship, John Cena. Well, I know what some people are going to say. Alright, John Cena says, I know what some of you people are going to say. Oh, that you don't like that I wasn't supposed to win. You know, that it was a bad, it was a bad choice of action. John, how could you bury Angel, the vampire soul? No, I didn't bury him. We had a great match. And now I can say, people, if you thought that and you thought my match with Spike was this, how are you going to rate my match with Angel? John Cena apparently says, and okay, John Cena says, I'll give you this. You have a lot of people. You have Antonio Cesaro and Frankenstein fighting over the Allegheny County Championship. You have CM Punk and Godzilla fighting over the TWF Light Heavyweight Championship. You have Autolycus and, I guess, Lita fighting over the TWF Hardcore Championship. And Daniel Bryan and Captain Jack Sparrow fight the TWF World Heavyweight Championship. And I guess the Wyatt family, at least, fighting with Mankind Police for the TWF World Heavyweight Championship. The point goes, some people might say, John, you passed your prime. They might say, John, you're 38. They're like, how long can you possibly continue to do to hustle, loyalty, and respect me? Yep. Some people might say it. They might make that argument up. Pull it out of their asses, in other words. But I still think that I did great. And before I go, John Cena says, before we don't bore you anymore and stuff, I'm here to tell you that I am one of the best. I am here to tell you that I happen to be, that I do a good job. Now some people are going to disagree. I have detractors. Yeah. But then again, who doesn't? It's how you handle your detractors. You know. It's how you handle your detractors. So, John, you say it's how you handle your detractors. You say it's how you deal with your detractors. Yeah, I know, Vince Kamicki says. It's been a long time, hasn't it? A lot of power struggle has certainly changed, John. Many things have changed, but many things have stayed the same. Yep. Now apparently we have three owners instead of one these days. With Coroni, Clifter, and Donald Trump. We all know the Chief Executive Officer Aladdin and the Chief Operating Officer Princess Jasmine and Chief Brand Officer Steve Austin are having fun. We know the Executive Vice President of Television Productions, Eric Hulk Hogan, and Executive Vice President of Talent Relations, Theodore Long, are doing really good. And Executive Vice President of Booking, Jeff Jerk, doing wonderful these days. And we just recently got the new executive director of Wrestling Operations Angel, the new director of Operations Spike, General Manager Xena, and Executive Manager Gabrielle. John, yeah, it is how you handle your detractors. You're right, John. You're definitely right. All those people who say Cena sucks, all those people, they do got a right to their opinion. But, John, they already made up their mind about some of you. You know, once someone's got their mind made up, you can't really change their mind. You know, you could go out, John, and have the best match you could possibly have, and you have put on really good matches. You could go out and somehow you could somehow go out and bleed and do all that good stuff, and they still would not be appreciative. But I think, John, you realized a long time ago that you can't win everyone over. There are people who want John Cena to turn heel. There are people who want John Cena to retire. There are some sickos out there who actually wish death upon you. And then there are those who basically think, John Cena, that you destroyed wrestling. Well, what do you think, Vince Kamicki? Are you my supporter or detractor? Are you a liker or a hater? If I was on YouTube, would I have to block you and ban you? That's what I want to know. Oh, John Cena, don't get me wrong. I've always been a big supporter of everybody's hard work. The Toy Wrestling Federation been around for at least 22 years. John, you probably don't know this, but many, many years ago, all we had was two rings. A Blue WrestleMania ring and a King of the Ring ring. And we were just doing these on cassette, you know. And that was long, John. We went through a series of rings. WWE rings, WCW rings. We were doing them on cassette. Then with a Tyco video camcorder came along, you know. And then the Sony camcorder and the JVC camcorder. And eventually going on VHS. and then going on DVD, but then going on YouTube. Oh yeah, a lot of things stay the same, John. I'm very proud of all the achievements of the Toy Wrestling Federation, and I always will be proud of the achievements of the Toy Wrestling Federation. John Cena, you happen to be a member of the Toy Wrestling Federation, so your achievements and everybody else's achievements are good too. But the one thing I will definitely not be proud of is that, according to some people, John, that you have, you met your, what some would say, John, you have met your genesis, or what do they call it? A period of time. Ow! Ow! My mistake. You know that word, someone meets their genesis, or whatever word it is, where it means they get to a point where that's just it. There's no going forward, no going backwards for them. Yeah, John Cena says. Are you telling me that I'm done? This is it? No going forward, no going backwards? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, John. I'm telling you that Hey! Shane Kamicki came out of nowhere. And just nailed out John Cena. What the hell is this all about? Oh. Yeah, John Cena. Your time has come. And your time is through. So, here's what we're going to do, Shane Kamicki says. Everybody started asking us, John, when we were going to get our revenge on you. Remember, John, I beat you for the TWF World Heavyweight Championship. And then Godzilla had to strip it from me. But we made sure to get Godzilla out of his position. So here's what we're going to do. We'll make it our mission, John, to get you out of the Toy Wrestling Federation. So, is Vince Kamicki and Shane Kamicki going to try to get John Cena out of the Toy Wrestling Federation? We'll find out. Hope you enjoyed Xplosion. See you tomorrow for Superstar.